declared themselves LGBT free zones before their 2025 abolition. This country's port of Stettin was referenced alongside Trieste in a 1946 speech by Winston Churchill on a continent wide geopolitical divide. This country shared Suwaliki Gap is planned to be traversed by the Rail Baltica and consists of a strategic choke point between Kaliningrad and Belarus. Lithuania. Lithuania is incorrect. That's a -2 to Freerum. Poland? Poland is correct for 4 points to red 3.
Points. Sorry, hold on. Oh, shoot.
Points for 3.
I don't know why it's not sure. Hold on. Wow. Okay. There we go. Okay. Yes. Perfect.
You good? Okay. Second toss-up. Bokow estimated that 474 million tons of iron were exported from Port Hedland to China via this body of water, accounting for over 15% of Indonesia's maritime revenue. This Strait of Malacca is incorrect. That's -2 to red 4. Oh, sorry.
South China Sea.
South China Sea is incorrect. That's -2 to green 3. This waterway contains the Gili Islands, by which commercial vessels often navigate. Due to its extreme depth, this waterway has become a popular alternative shipping route for supertankers that sit too deep to safely traverse the much shallower Strait of Malacca. For the points, name this strait that separates Bali from its namesake Indonesian island.
The Strait of Java.
Strait of Java is incorrect. That's a -1.
Sunda. Sunda.
That is incorrect. -1 to green 4. Question is dead. I needed Lombok Strait or Silat Lombok.
I didn't answer.
No, but it's run out now. Yeah, I timed out on that one.
Fine.
Okay, number 3. Here we go. A 64-kilometer underground railway known as this location's base tunnel is being excavated beneath it as part of a shift in focus towards rail transport. This location operates as the most critical terrestrial choke point on the European Union's Scandinavian Mediterranean logistics corridor. Over 2 million heavy goods vehicles traverse the Europa Brook toll bridge every year to access this crossing, located near Innsbruck. For the points, name this vital mountain pass for European trade that connects Austria and Italy. Green 5. Alps, incorrect. -1 to green 5. The question is dead. I needed Brenner Pass or Paso del Brennero. Brenner Pass. Question number 4. The geopolitical representation within this organization is divided into 6 distinct regional groupings, including a distinctly named 12 plus group, which primarily encompasses Western nations. The Villa Menier, beg your pardon, in the Grand Saconex division of Geneva serves as the global headquarters for this organization. Green 3. Speak up. Incorrect. That's -2 to green 3.
World Trade Organization.
That's incorrect. -2 to red 3.
20.
Incorrect. That's a -2 to green 5. Red 5. Red 5, my error. Which makes use of the motto for democracy for everyone. For the points, name this geographically diverse organization made up of the world's national legislatures. And the question is dead. I needed Interparliamentary Union or IPU, Interparliamentary Union. Back on your buzzers. Question number 5. The headquarters of this organization is located at 1616 Rhode Island Avenue Northwest. Its main building was designed by Hickok Cole architects with Tennessee pink limestone to mirror the physical materials utilized along the nearby National Mall. A global data chandelier featuring hundreds of illuminated acrylic rods can be found in this organization's lobby. Originally founded as an affiliate of Georgetown University, for the points, what is this prominent American strategic institution based in Washington, D.C.? World Bank is incorrect, neg 2 to green 4. That operates a namesake bipartisan alliance. IMF is incorrect. That's a neg 1. The question is dead. I needed CSIS or Center for Strategic and International Studies. Number 6. A $7.5 billion government project named for this feature relies on a rehabilitated railway crossing it to provide a dry canal alternative to global container shipping. The Pajaritos chemical complex relies on this corridor to pump refined products between storage facilities on opposite sides. This feature stretches exactly 137 miles overland from the busy port of Coatzacoalco to Salina Cruz, connecting the Gulf of Mexico to the Pacific Ocean. The Darien Gap. Incorrect. That's a neg 2. Panama Canal. Incorrect. That's a neg 2 to red 4, red 5. For the points, name this narrowest Mexican isthmus. Is correct for the point. That's 3 points to red 3. On your buzzers, number 7. The administrative secretariat of this intergovernmental organization is housed within the Fram Center in the city of Tromsø. This organization incorporates formal participant status for indigenous organizations like the Aleut International Association and the Sami Council. Full voting membership in this organization is limited to the 8 sovereign nations whose terrestrial borders physically cross its namesake circle. For the points, its circle. Red 5 correct for 5 points. Well done. Good buzz. Number 8. Prior to the Second War, named for this territory, a self-proclaimed republic controlled the adjacent Kalbajar and Zangalan districts, whose population had been expelled. From 2020 until a 2022 blockade, this region's only link to the outside was through the Lachin corridor, patrolled by Russian peacekeepers. We Are Our Mountains was once a symbol of this unrecognized state located in its capital of Stepanakert. For the points, name this formerly Armenian populated area retaken by Azerbaijan near Nagorno-Karabakh is correct for 4 points for green 3. Back on your buzzers, number 9. This organization's global headquarters operates out of a structure in the San Saba Rion, originally built to house its country's African ministry. This agency's Latin motto, Fiat Panis, is inscribed on the facade of its headquarters in Rome. This specific agency maps and physically monitors global forestry reserves and terrestrial fisheries to ensure global security in one of its 2 namesake entities. For the points, name this specialized UN agency focused on combating hunger. The question is dead. I needed the Food and Agriculture Organization, or FAO. Number 10. This geographic concept was formalized in 1989 by the French geographer Robert Brunet, who sought to map the active spaces of his continent while deliberately excluding Paris. An overlapping demographic model known as the Golden Triangle connects this entity's nodes. This thing's southern terminus is typically anchored in the industrial zones of northern Italy around Milan, while its northern limit curves towards Manchester and the English Midlands. For the point,
Shandon.
incorrect, neg 2 to green 4. For the points, name this distinctively colored and fruit-shaped megalopolis stretching across Western Europe.
Oxitania.
Incorrect, neg 1 to red 5. Question is
This
question is dead.
is the
It's the blue banana. Yeah, the blue banana. And I would have accepted European megalopolis if before I said Manchester, Milan. Okay, here we go. That was a good guess. Too bad. Here we go. It's not in Europe, but this organization explicitly adheres to its region's single market and economy framework. The administrative headquarters of this organization are housed in a national capital on the Demerara River. The only non sovereign British overseas territories included as a full voting member of this bloc is Montserrat. Based in Georgetown, this organization serves as the primary regional integration zone for the Lesser Antilles and Jamaica. For the points, name this intergovernmental organization.
East Caribbean Union.
Incorrect. Of Caribbean nations.
Caribbean Agency of Altitude.
We're going to prompt on that.
Caribbean Union.
Not accepted. Neg 1. The question is dead. I needed CARICOM or Caribbean Community. Okay. Yeah, score check at 12. Oh, we'll do it 12, right?
Sure.
You want to do it now or at 12?
The union is not.
I'll do it now.
Okay. Same thing.
J
It's not on my
at
underlined
4,
button. Sorry.
Ming Lang at -5, Kian at -2, Ram at 0, Sanjay at -5, Sriram at -4.
Okay. Let's turn it around. Number 12. The Turner Fairbank Highway Research Center operates within this unincorporated community, directly adjacent to the Scattergood Thorn Track. The physical entrance to one building in this community is accessible via Dolly Madison Boulevard. This community is bounded by the Potomac River to its northeast and is home to a center named after George H.W. Bush, who directed an organization based on it. For the points, identify this census designated place in Fairfax County, Virginia, home to the CIA. The question is dead. I needed Langley. Number 13. Radoslav Sikorski emphasized a rift in this alliance by choosing to cooperate with former Weimar Triangle members France and Germany after Viktor Orban expressed support for the Russian invasion of Ukraine. Named after a medieval congress that took place along the Danube, this alliance consists of former communist states that aim to implement reforms for accession to the EU. For the points, name the Central European Alliance. Warsaw Pact is incorrect for neg 2 to green 3. Central European Alliance of Poland, Hungary, Czechia, and Slovakia. Question is dead. I needed the Visegrad group, or V4. Number 14. The meltwaters from this feature form the primary source of the Nubra River, feeding the larger Shyok River system. This feature's southern terminus begins at the disputed map coordinate NJ9842. The strategic Indira Call anchors the extreme northwest boundary of this geographic feature, and the jagged peaks of the Saltoro Ridge run parallel to the western edge of this feature, which serves as the militarized actual ground position line. Found in the Karakoram Range, for the point, what glacier is heavily disputed?
No, wait, Siachen Glacier.
Siachen Glacier is correct for 4 points to red 3. Number 15. In 2024, Assimi Goita was appointed the first in this alliance's rotating presidency. In 2025, this alliance introduced its official flag, which features an orange sun over a baobab tree. The expulsion of the United States in territories of this alliance included the closure of Air Base 201 in Agadez in Niger. For the points, name this alliance, formed by countries such as Burkina Faso and Mali.
Sahel. Sahel.
Prompt.
Sahel country.
I'm going to accept that for 4 points to red 3.
It's excellent. Sahel community.
Sahel states was underlined and then it said alliance. So it's good. Okay, here we go. Number 16. This relatively decentralized trade organization was originally formed by the Outer Seven, but has shrunk over time to the growth of a rival formed by the Inner Six. One nation within this association is a petrostate and another is a financial hub, each sharing a single market with France, Germany, and the other countries. Green 3? C7? G7 is incorrect. That's neg 2. Thank you. All members of this grouping are within the Schengen area, although none are within the European Union. For the points, name this laissez-faire economic area containing Norway and Switzerland. The question is dead. Audience, anyone? To EFTA, the European Free Trade. Yeah, it's the EU minor. Okay, here we go.
EU, the NAFTA.
Well, it's kind of like the JV team for the EU. There we go. Back on your buzzers, number 17. This organization's logo has been criticized as an AI slop ripoff of the United Nations logo, partly due to its gold coloring. This organization, recognized by United Nations Security Council Resolution 2803, had its inaugural meeting at the 56th World Economic Forum. Tony Blair, Steve Witkoff, and Jared Kushner all advised this organization. For the points, name this organization established by Donald Trump, ostensibly to implement a plan to end the Gaza war. Question is dead. Any guesses? It's the Board of Peace. Board of Peace. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Number 18. The Mareb River forms the northern boundary of this administrative region, and the city of Mekelle operates as the primary administrative hub of this heavily mountainous northern state. This national regional state borders Amhara and the neighboring country of Eritrea, both of which experience significant migration between. Somalia is incorrect, neg 2. Incorrect, neg 2. Which experienced significant migration between 2020 and 2022. For the points, name this region bordering Sudan, which experienced a namesake 2020 to 2022 territorial conflict.
Okay. Okay.
Incorrect, neg 1. Question is dead. I needed the Tigray region. The Tigray region is part of Ethiopia. Yeah, Tigray. Back on your buzzers, question 19. This organization's headquarters is based at the Akala di Henares near Madrid, where its eponymous figure was born. This patronato is the highest governing body of this organization, which includes Felipe VI, and administers the annual CCSE examinations, a legal requirement to acquire Spanish nationality. For the points, name this organization responsible for promoting Spanish culture, named after the author of Don Quixote.
The the cross uh,
Never mind. Okay, that's a neg one to red four.
different was
All right. All right. The question is dead. I needed Instituto Cervantes. Cervantes, the guy who wrote Don Quixote. Right. Number 20.
how many questions are there?
There's 40 questions. So there's plenty of time to 30 questions to beg your pardon. It was 40 points, 30 questions. Okay, so 10 more to go. Venues in this city, such as Druzhba Arena, were planned to hold the IIHF World Championship before it was forced to withdraw as a host. This city names a region where an airport named for Sergei Prokofiev was forced to close its airspace after the MH17 incident. This city on the Kalmius River is completely landlocked despite its namesake administrative oblast stretching south to the Sea of Azov. For the points, named its largest city in the Donbass region of eastern Ukraine, currently occupied by Russia. Incorrect, neg one. And the question is closed. I needed Donetsk. Can we do a score check, please?
Yes. J at 11, Ming Lang at -6, Kian at -2, Ram at -5, Sanjay at -7, Sriram at -4.
Okay.
Okay, it's okay.
10 up, guys. There we go. Number 21. In this country's west, Mobondo militia, which is mainly recruited from the Yaka peoples in this country's southwest, have engaged in clashes against government forces and Teke civilians. In 2003, France led a European Union peacekeeping force in Operation Artemis during this country's Ituri conflict, and the March 23rd movement has launched offenses in this country's Kivu region. For the points, name this African country where two generations of the Kabila family led from Kinshasa. Green 5, you have the buzz.
Yes.
DRC is accepted for 3 points. Green 5. Here we go. Number 22. This country passed an anti-Sasaeng bill, Sasaeng law, in 2021 to impose harsher penalties for stalking. And Winter Sonata popularized a cultural phenomenon in this country called Hallyu. The former leader of this country's People Power Party is currently serving a life sentence after attempting a self coup in 2024, sparking mass protests along the Han River. For the points, name this country. South Korea is accepted for 4 points to green 5. Number 23. In Ayacucho's Huanca Sancos province, this group perpetrated the 1983 Lucana Marca massacre. This group conducted operations in the Hualaga River region under Eleuterio Flores, also known as Comrade Artemio, until its capture in 2012. This group was founded by Abimael Guzman, who was captured in Operation Victoria by Alberto Fujimori, currently waging a low-level resistance in South America. For the points, what is this militant communist group based in Peru? The question is dead. I needed the shining path or the Sendero Luminoso. Back on your buzzers, number 24. Since 2022, the OLA and the Fano militia have waged insurgencies in this country, where the Gambela region is the site of clashes between government forces and the Nuer people. In 2018, Hailemariam Desalegn resigned as the prime minister of this country after creating a state of emergency and causing unrest in the Oromia and Amhara regions. fighting the Badme War from 1998 until 2000 with neighboring Eritrea. Ethiopia is correct for 4 points to green 5. Number 25. A conflict on this island started with an attack on the Panguna copper mine by Francis Ona and destroyed the town of Arawa. This island's first president, Joseph Kabui, stated he wants it to become the Kuwait of the Pacific. This island voted for independence in a 2019 referendum, and it was the site of the Republic of the North Solomons. On track. Okay, that is second. 5 points to green 4. Yes, at 25 good time for a score check.
Jay at 11, Ming Lang at -6, Kian at -2, Ram at -5, Sanjay at -2, Sriram at 7.
Okay, away we go. Number 26. This bloc recognizes the Turkish Republic of North Cyprus under the geopolitical title of Turkish Cypriot State. A specialized agency of this bloc, known as ICESCO, is headquartered in Rabat, Morocco. The founding charter of this geopolitical bloc designates Jerusalem as its permanent geographical headquarters, noting that its current operational secretariat in Jeddah is a temporary Jeddah, Saudi Arabia is a temporary location. For the points, name this intergovernmental bloc whose 57 member states share a common religion.
OIC.
OIC is accepted for 3 points to green 4. Organization of Islamic Cooperation, but OIC is underlined. Well done. Good buzz. Number 27. The administrative headquarters of this international organization's parliament is located within the Aso Koro district. This entity operates a specialized coordinating center for its regional power pool from the city of Cotonou. Green 5. Benin is incorrect. That's a -2. A transnational infrastructure project spearheaded by this bloc is the 6-lane Abidjan-Lagos Corridor Highway. The landlocked Sahelian nations of Mali, Burkina Faso, and Niger recently announced their withdrawal from this bloc. For the points, name this regional intergovernmental organization composed of West African states. Green 3. Sahel states. Incorrect, -1.
Gulf of Guinea community.
Incorrect, -1. Good guess, though. And the question is dead. I needed ECOWAS, or Economic Community of West African States, or CEDEAO. Back on your buzzers, number 28. The Dongo Kundu Bypass Highway was engineered to connect this city's southern mainland to a special economic zone. A Chinese-financed standard gauge railway begins in this city before ending in its nation's capital. The Kipivu Container Terminal operates as the deepest draft facility within this city's Kilindini Harbor. This city is the primary maritime terminus for the Northern Corridor, serving as the critical logistics gateway for its landlocked neighbors, Uganda, Rwanda, and South Sudan.
Is it Burundi?
Incorrect. -2. For the points, name this primary seaport of Kenya. Red 3. Mombasa is correct for 3 points to red 3. Number 29. Until 2022, this organization's regional anti-terrorist structure was headquartered in Tashkent prior to its move to Moscow. To broaden cooperation on security and crime issues, this organization signed an agreement with the Collective Security Treaty Organization, which many members of this organization are a part of, in Tajikistan. For the points, name this largest regional organization by geographic size, which is headquartered in Beijing, not in its namesake Chinese city.
Cooperation Organization.
Is correct for 3 points. Good buzz. And our final question on your buzzers. In this country, the murder of Hamza Ali al Khatib during a series of anti government protests in the Dera Governorate galvanized opposition forces during its civil war. Outcry against this country's former government arose following the Hula massacre northwest of Homs. And in 2016, Gary Johnson was criticized for ignoring civil strife. Syria. Syria is correct for 5 points to green 4.
All right. Final scores are in. We have in last place Ming Lang 2 at -7. Then we have Kian Gursahani, -4. Then we have Ram Sharma Kohli in -3. Then it's Sriram Giridharan at 5. Then we have Sanjay Saya at 6. And in first place, we have Jay Vemuri.
Congratulations, Jay.
Good job.
Hey guys, it was a tough round. Yeah, you know that too, right? Okay, but you're here for a reason, and sometimes you got to take on a tough shot. But it was well done, and you kept at it, and I respect that. Okay, so good for you.